Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am D's. It is Vlogmas Day 17. Saturday, December 17th. We'll say June. I know. But welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. It is Saturday, the 17th, and it is my weigh-in day. I go to my WW workshop in Turnersville, New Jersey. I went today. How'd you do, D? We'll talk about that in a minute. It is pot pie, creamy chicken pot pie. This is a WW recipe. There you can go to your app and get the recipe on it. And it is 6 points. 6 to 8 it says, but it's 6 points because I scanned it already. And here's the beauty of this. It's using crescent rolls as your topper. I know. I'm telling you. Way to go. I love it. Looks like there's a lot of ingredients, but it is a pot pie for crying out loud. So if you want to make this, I think it'll be a beautiful addition to your table. So how did you do, D, this week? I gained. I did. 0.2. I had you there, didn't I? To me, that's just a maintenance. I honestly probably, was the same. Up 0.2, down 0.2. That's why I like when people say, I lost 0.2. Yeah, well, it's pretty much the same. It's always good, though. Again, it's the holidays. I've been busy, so it's quite the win. I am ecstatic with that. I am. So to me, that's, that's within my window. Right, Barrett? Our window. So let's get on to the topic, shall we? How to feel more supported on your journey by Beth James O'Keefe. Beth James has been hitting it out of the park, I will tell you. You know how errands often feel less daunting, or dare I say fun, when a friend or loved one tags along. It is true of your weight loss journey too. Especially during the holiday season, pick your person, then tap these hacks. My hacks. Try this. Ask for food inspiration. Whether your kid loves pizza or a partner has a sweet tooth, search out recipes that make WWI'd versions of their favorites. Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it's simple tweaks that you could shave a point or two off. You really want that note of pizza, like that chewy, pulley pizza crust. Like having cauliflower, it's not the same. Is it decent? Yeah. And here's the thing about cauliflower pizza. It's really not that low in points. So I always say, find a hack for that one. And I could hook you up with a really good pizza crust. Move together. Catch up with a friend or walk or trade family screen time for a road trip to the park or a bike ride. Pay it forward. Find ways your new habits can help the person you picked. Maybe your meal prep or extra set of lunches, or double up your overnight oats. That's like sharing what you have with your partner in crime. Set an example. Dining out suggests sharing a veggie packed app or entree. Now I say double up on your vegetables when going out is always a good idea. But honestly, here's the thing with that. I always say go for a baked potato because you want to eat out and you want to feel satiated. Sometimes double vegging is, if it's an early dinner, I wouldn't double veg because you want to be full for you don't want to be like looking like 7 o'clock going, oh, dang, I'm hungry. So sometimes taking that little healthy starch in there, like a potato, might not always be a bad idea. But I do double veg if it's late. Talk it out. Be open about how your person can help you, like storing desserts out of sight or deciding how often you'll order takeout. Write your plan. Who am I involving in my journey? What strategies I'll try? When and how will I do it? So and I've said this many times here, if I'm struggling or I need help, I say to one of the boys, I can't have this around. Can you just take it? Even though I know where they put it, I don't take ownership. I've owned it over to them. So I'm better at that. I definitely ask for help when I need to, and you have to have a good support system in your house. You do, because that is key. Because we struggle a lot. I'm going to sit there and tell you that this is not easy. We struggle a lot. And if somebody's there not really helping you, like you're not asking them to eat, cauliflower, you're just asking them to, here, if I tell you this, can you just do it? So if you don't find you have that, I kind of want to say post it in the group, because we'll be there to help you. If you don't have the support you have at your house, that is why we have the Dish with D Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, I highly recommend you join us on Dish with D on Facebook, because you can put that in there and somebody will come back with a kind word, with an encouraging word, with a supportive word that might be the little oomph you need, because sometimes we need a little oomph. It should be called the oomph video. Maybe my thumbnail will be like that, because that's what this is about. It's that little push, it's that little hug of something simple that we need to continue, because we've got it to a point, but we just need that little that somebody right next to us can give us. So it takes a village, and I say this all the time. It takes a village to get through a journey, because our mindset sometimes wanders, and those people will be there to remind us that, hey, that's what the lives do. Denise, why do you go live so often? Because sometimes getting together as a cohesive group and just talking about your day. It could be something simple as being there if somebody needs you, needs a support system. They come in. I've had many people come in saying, hey, I didn't eat so great today, and somebody will be there with an encouraging word. Or I've had, I'm out of points for the week. I went really crazy this week. Somebody's there with an encouraging word, an encouraging statement. And sometimes that's all we need. We need that spark. And that's what I always say, and the spark. We spark, because you have to initially engulf the flame. But somebody has to start the spark. So we are there, and if you don't come to the lives, I know it's busy, and I know you guys have a life and a family, but sometimes, I'm not saying to come all the time, but once in a while, you need to check, and even if it's only for 10 minutes, you have to stay for the full hour. That's why it's an hour, because people check in and check out. Just pop in. It's kind of, Maria always comes and she checks in. She works really crazy hours, and she pops in. She says, hey, I'm only here to say hey, to check in. And she does that. So that little bit could help her, boost her, give her that, that virtual hug that we need. Because that's how life is these days. It's all about getting virtual things, because between like FaceTiming and Zooming with people, we don't see people like we used to face. Like everything is digital. We're either texting them, emailing them, messaging them, FaceTiming them. So even now we're learning how to get support virtually than we did before. So that's why the Weight Watchers is really promoting their virtual meetings. You can go to as many as you want. If you're a meeting member, so if you have the app, I think it's called Premier, which includes app and meetings, you definitely should take advantage of a virtual meeting. You can go to as many. You can go to 5 a day if you need to. Sometimes just checking in, and that coach will be like, hey, what went right today? And just sitting there, you don't even have to participate. You can just listen and listen to the advice and you hear people. It might be the little thing that you need that, okay, I'm centered again. I can do this. And it might only last for 24 hours. So you go back to another one. You go to as many as you need. Imagine this. You decide to stick with veggie appetizers at your family party when your spouse or mom hands you a plate of fried everything. I had to throw it back at him, but go ahead. If suddenly the crude platter seems less appealing and you abandon your plate, it's not you. When we spend time, are a big part of our environment, and our environment plays a big role in what we do. So involving family and friends in your journey is like sharing your buffet strategy ahead of the holiday parties or which days you want to hit the gym with them. It's huge because it can help them help you. Research even shows who gets the most support from friends and family lose the more weight. And like I said, some people don't have that support. That is where I come in. That is why the lives are there. That is why the Facebook group is there, for the people that don't have that. Because let me tell you something, not everybody does. And that's sad, because you think your family and your friends would be supportive. Sometimes they just don't know how. I mean, you can't get mad at them when they're just incapable. It's just out of their realm of how to behave. They just don't know how to do it. Not everybody's like you. Like it took me a while to realize that not everybody thinks like I do. And that was a huge thing for me. I'm thinking, well, you just have to, like, not everybody thinks like you do. So you have to realize and make those compensations that they just don't think like you do. So they're not going to give you that little oomph that you need that maybe I would give. Oh my God, Dee, if you were my friend, if you were here, I wish I could be there for everybody. I wish I could be like at every party with everybody, just be hanging out going, And not that I know everything, because I don't. And I make plenty of mistakes too. Mistakes are part of the journey. And sometimes somebody hands you that fried plate of food and you really do want it. And I probably would be there saying, hey, you could have a couple pieces of that fried platter. How about that? We make that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have the whole platter, but you give yourself a couple of pieces. Because let me tell you something. Ain't nobody gaining weight eating a couple pieces versus eating a whole plate. Old Denise would have eaten the whole plate. New Denise eats only a couple pieces. That's a win. And I think it takes us a while to realize that. I should have taken some photos. Maybe I will next week. They have new signs at our WW workshop and really, really good, profound sayings. And just one has just one word on it, which I can't remember what it is right now. But the one said progress, not perfection. But there's people out there that will tell you that, but yeah, they're looking for perfection. Like, I won't have any of that fried platter. Yeah, well, good for you. But in reality, having a couple pieces of that fried platter is the win. And that is how you that's how you measure your success, by those little wins. Beyond that, support. Sharing your journey is a great way to connect and foster a positive relationship with those you love. And that's something many of us could use during this food-filled and sometimes stressful holiday season. Plus, those good vibes can spill over and make parts of your journey that you approach solo, like tracking, feel easier too. Some people might not know you're on a journey. Sometimes, out of the blue, you just start talking and then you mention that and they'll be like, oh, wow. They want to start one too, but didn't realize you were on one because they haven't seen you. It's not like they may say, oh my gosh, you look amazing. That's them go, oh, thank you. I just started a healthy wellness journey with Weight Watchers or whatever plan you're on. And I'm just trying to get a little bit healthier. Never say I'm on a diet. Oh, I'm on a diet. I want to lose X amount of pounds. Because that's not the goal. The goal is we want to be healthier. The result is we lose X amount of pounds. It's not about the pounds. It's about the choices. And it's about making better choices in the long run. And having 2 pieces of fried, I'm going back to that because I feel like we would sit there and say no to the fried food. To me, taking 2 pieces of a platter full of fried food is a healthy lifestyle mentality. It is a lifestyle mentality because you can never say you're never going to have it. You just have to have less, have things in moderation. And I always find supported, when I first started Weight Watchers, for good, I always say for good, what I made goal, because that was when everything changed. And how it changed was this support system that I created to support you really supports me. And that's interesting because it was kind of I watched YouTube back in the day. When I first started, I used to watch, let me think, Amanda Seipert was one of the ones I watched. Jen's WW Journey was one of the ones I watched. Weight Watching Mama. Molly, she was, I think, Weight Watcher Bride, that she became classically Molly. I don't know if she uploads anymore. They were the ones I watched pretty much every week. And Jess's Journey to Healthy, but she went keto, but she's back on WW. One of the ones I watched. And just listening to them and listening to how they approached the plan and some of the food swaps that they had and things that they were eating made my journey a lot easier. And I wanted to do that. I remember thinking, I can do that. I can talk. God knows I could talk. So I started vlogging back when when I decided to get to goal. And I thought, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to sit there and document because I needed something to keep me accountable, to keep me focused. And what's better than putting your weight on the World Wide Web? I'm like, what was I thinking? And I met so many wonderful, fantastic people. And then this whole entire community was formed, and it keeps me accountable because I'm going to sit here and be 150% honest with you. I know I'd be at this weight right now if it wasn't for this community. I'm being honest because old habits die hard, and I'm always having that tendency to want more and to go back because it's easy. So the boys, especially with Peter, he went on a weight loss journey after that, and he's doing really well. I can get the middle one. We're working on that one to do it. But he doesn't live at home, so it's hard for him. He lives in a school atmosphere, so it's you eat what you get almost, and we'll work on him. But also, he has to want to do it. Like, you can't force your lifestyle on anybody because they have to want it. And that's the first thing. It's the mindset. It's the want. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, I just can't. You have to want. Like, my thing for my CARE acronym, CARE, if I'm going to link that video, I will. C, you have to commit. You have to want to do it. Like, you have to. We're going to go all over these CARE. We're going to mention that acronym again because January's coming. It's 2 weeks away. It is. Christmas is next Sunday. It's a week from tomorrow. That means New Year's is 2 weeks from tomorrow. So we're, buckle up, people, because we're going full throttle come January 2nd. Just be forewarned. And we're because I have 5 pounds to get off. Just 5 to get to goal. So I am motivated. I need to get that free seat again. I'm tired of paying $14.95. Whatever motivates me. And I just know I need to kick it up a notch. And I've been slacking. But yeah, the journey, how to feel. So we're here. This channel, Dish with D, I have 2 channels. I have another channel, but this is dedicated to healthy lifestyle, tips, tricks, recipes, support. Discoveries with D is all my weird stuff. Like, I talk about Netflix, I do unboxings, I just do weird stuff that are non-food related and not healthy lifestyle related. I keep this very focused, this channel, because this is why you're here. You're not here to see my unboxing. You're not here to see me talk about Netflix. You're here, what can I help you with on your healthy wellness weight loss journey? And that's what this channel is, and that's what I do here. So I am here to support you. And it's funny, I got this bracelet, and I didn't wear it today, though, did I? I thought I had it on. Oh, here it is. I did have it on. One of you lovely sent it to me. It says, grateful. And I'm thinking to myself, she is grateful, you can see it, for me. But the reality is, I am grateful for all of you, for this platform, for me to be able to share what I learned, what helps, some of it resonates, and it all doesn't have to, because you're going to find your way and do your journey, because it's all personal. That's why Personal Points for me was such a bust. It had such potential because I get it. It is personal. Our weight loss journeys are all personal to us. The foods we eat are personal to us. Not everybody likes the same things, and and you shouldn't. We're all different. But grateful is such a huge word, because I am eternally grateful that there's a platform for this. I could share this with sitting at my house. I'm here sitting in my basement, my little hub, and I'm able to sit there and share and help somebody, because there's somebody out there who is desperate. And I know that feeling because I was desperate. I walked into that workshop feeling this big and feeling so bad about myself, and realizing that, oh my gosh, what did I do? How am I going to get this weight off? But I did it. And if I could sit here with every fiber of my being telling you can do it as well. Is it hard? Absolutely. It is absolutely the hardest thing you're ever going to have to do. But can you do it? Absolutely. Will it take work? Absolutely. You have to put the work in. Like I said the other day for the recipe video, I would love just to hand you everything. Say, here you go. But when you do these things, when you figure out your recipe points and your meal points, you learn, and you feel empowered, and you can go places when you do things. If you're wanting somebody to hand you everything, you're not learning anything. You're just taking in. You need to put the work in. And that is one of the biggest things I want you to think about for the next 2 weeks. Are you willing to do that? What I will tell you is you are capable of doing that. Every one of you is capable of doing it. I know you are. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. I do this simple. I do that. And all you have to do is the bare minimum. You don't have to sit there and meal prep and meal plan and do all this God you can't have to do all that. You don't. You just have to have a well-stocked pantry, a well-stocked fridge and freezer, and have things that then you put them together during the week. Like, I think I'll have this with this and this, and you just pull it out, and you make a fantastic meal, and it takes you really no thought, no time, and you get it together. We're going to work on some, I think I mentioned, like quick dinners in the new year, getting dinner on the table in 15 to 20 minutes, because I get it. I don't want to spend all day cooking. Gosh darn it, I don't. But how could I get a really good, nutritious meal on the table in under half an hour? Rachel Ray coined the 30-minute meals, and I'm trying to, get around that. But food also has to be good, nutritious, satiating, and filling. We don't want to be sitting there having salads with grilled chicken every night. Well, that's delicious. It's just not dinner. Once in a while on a Friday night, yeah, but we want to have like a pasta dinner. We want to have some like stew meat or something, and funny, easy. I'm trying to maybe do it one potish kind of things where you can just throw everything in a pot and serve it up. One and done. That's how we do it around here. We do it one and done. So I hope I am that support system for you. I hope I support your journey. And I get emails daily from people asking questions for advice. Can you support me? I'm here. You know that. I'm an email away. I'm a text message away. I am a message away. I am there because I know how incredibly hard this is, but realize that there's a whole virtual family here at Dish with D to help you. And they're just wonderful. It's not always about me, as much as I just said it was, but there's a whole team of people here that will answer a question, that will give you that advice that you need, because it's not all about me. I've created the network, but the network is what's going to help you. So you will meet some wonderful people here. So I hope you found a home here. That's the whole idea. We are here to support you, and grateful is I don't even know if that's even a big enough word for you guys, the way I feel about you. It's just incredible. But that is it. This is I guess I'll be there next week. Next Saturday. I should be able to, it's Christmas Eve. I should be able to go. It's probably the last meeting for this year. Probably one more in the weekly technique. Then it'll all be about, new year, new commitments, new you. And I like that new year, new you, because we need to improve ourselves. We wouldn't be doing Weight Watchers if we didn't want to improve ourselves. So you want a new year, new you, because the old you didn't work. So we got to do new. We got to reimagine ourselves, improve ourselves, and we're going to do that. So buckle up. Buckle up, people, because January 2nd, you're mine. And I'm not sure I have nothing planned yet, but it doesn't take me long to, the wheels start to spin, and, we do live Zooms here as well. So you need to be part of the network. I have a network. I know, it's a bit crazy. And be part of that and join us here. So that is it. I have talked way too long, but these have been really good, because it's just gearing you up to start. You're going to see those new things and those popping things and getting involved. And like I said, we're going to work, but we're going to go into January with baby steps. So I'm not going to sit there and say, okay, let's drink all our water, let's track all our food, No, we have to break it down. We're going to break it down into, those little things. We're not making resolutions. We're not even making, people call them goals. We're making changes. We need to make changes. So new year, new you, new change. We have to be positive. We have to go in there with the really good mindset. And let me tell you, if you're getting flack at home going, yeah, how many times is this going to be? Yeah, it's going to be as many times as I need it to be. So shut it, is what I would say. Yeah, because this is my life, and you don't get to rule in what I do. And if I want to join Weight Watchers for the 150th time, that's what I'm going to do. So just get used to it, because it's new me. And talk to the hand, because the rest of me's not listening. Yep, we're going to empower you to speak up for yourself. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 17 in the books. Done and dusted. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D. You're a subscribe away. It costs you nothing to be subscribed, but you are up, and that bell next to it lets you know when I upload, when I go live. I go live here a lot. I will be live tomorrow night, Sunday, for the Weight Watchers chit chat. You want to be part of that. You want to get empowered. And that is the first step in empowerment, is coming to the live. Again, you don't have to stay for the whole live. You can stay for as long as you can. I got people bringing their husbands to the live. So bring anybody you want to bring. They bring their grandkids. I don't care. We're all here virtually. I'm the only one you get to see. So get people involved. We will do this, my lovelies. We have to. There's no choice. We want to live a full life. We need to do this. So I will dish with you tomorrow. You will see meal prep. I'm doing gingerbread. We got some gingerbread overnight oats. We got some gingerbread oat bake. I'm not sure we'll have anything else. I don't think I have anything else planned, but sometimes you just never know what I feel like doing today. But I will dish with you then. Thank you so much for watching. You are what keeps me going, so don't stop. I will dish with you later.